And one more before we commence, because I can. When I can find it. I have this one as well. Hi, Athena. And here we are. It's Friday night. Well, Friday night for some of us anyway. Hope you guys are all doing well. Good to see Sapper back in the game. It's been a while. I think Mark's Adventures was mentioning you last night. It might have been the last one I was live. I can't remember now. But good to see you back. And so I hope everybody's doing well. I thought, well, it looked quiet on the YouTube streets, so I thought I'll fire up a live. And hey, we've all been going through it, buddy. I'm still recovering from my heart attack. They said that, hi, Hustle, good to see you. Said that I had AFib. My heart was racing all over the place. So they've given me medication. Apparently my heart thinks it's running a marathon. But there you go. I'm still here. They can't get rid of me. They've tried and I'm still here. So apart from getting tired very easily, I'm good. Yeah, I know. Hey, when I had the heart attack, Sapper, I thought it was heartburn. And I was actually having a major cardiac incident. I actually thought it was, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd have said 1. Pain-wise, I thought, that's heartburn, I'll have a rest, I'll be fine. And then I saw my colour in the mirror, I was grey. And, then the old arm started to go. Oh, yeah, okay. But, they can do marvels these days, so. Yes, I pretty much have. Well, I've got bionic eyes after I had cataract surgery, that's for sure. It was really funny. I've told the stories, and some will have heard and some won't. I got stopped in one of these police roadside eye checks, basically, to see if you can see whether you should be driving. And he said to me, can you give me the registration number of that white Ford Focus? So I read out the number. And he said, sorry. So I read it out. He said, what car are you looking at? And I said, that one there. And he said, no, not that one. He goes, the one outside the newsagents there. I said, oh, that's blah, 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 whatever it was. And he said, what did you say the number was of the other one? So I gave it, and he took about 5-6 paces forward. He goes, bloody hell. He goes, there's nothing wrong with your eyesight. Hi, Bud Files. Yeah, I'm taking it steady, Sapper. I'm taking it steady. I know when to stop and sort of rest, Yeah, I've been playing around doing a few AI songs. So Superman, well, no, that's Poker Rossi. That's the Bionic Man. So, yeah, I've so I've been messing around doing some AI stuff as well that I use on some of my videos, but the songs are quite good. There's several that I can't play. Yeah, Poker Ross is the Bionic Man, and he's also TJ Hooker. So, yeah, I haven't. I all I've used so far, Sapper, is Suno. I use Suno AI to create the songs, which is okay, but it's a bit limited. Oh, right. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, Suno's okay, but like you select like the type of music you want. And I mean, I did one, it was easy listening and something else, and it came out as country. And I thought, well, that's not what I asked for. But hey, you know, some of them are okay. Some of them are okay. It's just working your way around it, you know. This AI stuff is quite good. It's quite good. You have a bit of fun with it anyway. I've been using the AI face swapping to do some of the videos, which like, hang on, let's scroll and find it. We've got so many videos on it now. So yeah, I did this one, Poker Rossi as a $6 Million Man. I used Remake AI. If you're doing multiple, I mean, you do have to, there's a small charge. They give you so many credits and all that. If you have to do, like, there's several people in the scene, you have to do multiple face swap and then select the face that you want to swap. Otherwise, they all have the same face. So if you've got 6 people in a particular scene, they would all have, like, Poker Rossi's face. So you have to do the multiple, and then they charge you for that. But it's not ridiculous. So Poker's not here yet, Vicky. He's on his way, and he'll be in the chat because he's got to get him from work. Yeah, it works quite well. It does work quite well. I've done a couple. As I say, there's the other one that Hossel mentioned, which is me as Superman.
Who are you?
A friend.
a mixer. Yeah. I'm not that sophisticated because I only do the odd songs, just to make funny videos, really. As I say, I've done one or two that I just won't play on air. I mean, the one that I did that everyone is a bit of an earworm that everyone seems to like. I created this one. Thanks, Marines. Appreciate it. Oh, I've been messing around with StreamYard. I made this one.
You won't forget. Baboons, creeping up on you. Baboons, what are we gonna do? They come in through your windows. They hide behind the trees. The moonlight's their companion, moving with such ease. Trees, the moonlight's their companion, moving with such ease. You hear the leaves are rustling, a shadow in the night. Your heart begins a pounding, your mind's gripped with fright. Baboons, creeping up on you. Baboons, what are you gonna do?
Hiya, Joe. Yes, I did, Vicky. I still can't do anything with it because you haven't given me an address, no, or anything. I'll email you back. Hang on, let me go to. I've got to work out how to do this. I've got two screens running. I can't copy and paste that link. That's the trouble. I can't click on it in StreamYard. And hang on, let me open up YouTube on this one. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Let me run another video so I can get Sapper's video up. Let's play this one because it fills a gap.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't canine. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hit a party. Say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it.
No, I can't. From StreamYard, I can't get to it. If I go onto my YouTube, I can't copy the link from there to put it onto. I will slide over and take a look at it though after the live stream. But drop your channel link, Sapper, as well. If you're not connected to Sapper, please go on over and say hi and connect to his channel. Ah, you're watching the videos. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a live, and then I thought, you know what? Let's do a live stream. Let's do a live stream. It was quiet out there. And being dominated with bad news, obviously, with what's just happened in Germany at the Christmas market, you know. So, yeah, I thought, let's try and brighten things up a bit. That was a good live you did, by the way, Joe. You're doing well. I know you were a bit nervous about doing lives. So, and I better check and make sure I'm connected to you as well, Snapper. I'm sure I am, but I'm going to check anyway. Hiya, Moon. Good to see you. Because YouTube has a habit of unsubscribing if you don't go to it. Oh, how remiss of me. I'm not subscribed, so I'm going to subscribe immediately. I am now subscribed. Let's play a video, let it run in the background. Okay. I've got it running on that one. Yes, I know you were, Joe. So it was good. Every Sunday I do a quiz. Right, everyone make note of that. I'll stick that on my community tab actually as well. So I like music quizzes. So that'll be fun. I'll make sure everybody knows. That'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be good. Ah, well, you saying that? I haven't seen it. Oh, right, yeah. The guy drove a car, and I think it's 18 dead at the last count, and hundreds injured. So, hi, Michael. I might be doing an interview with Rod Stewart in the new year. I can't say I know him well, but I do know him. I've known him for years. I used to drink in several of the places that he used to drink in, and I bump into him from time to time. So, yeah, I'm going to try and collar him and see if I can, even if it's only 5 minutes, sort of chat with him. You know, it would be quite good. I know there's a lot of Rod Stewart fans out there, so yeah, I'll be bending his arm, see if I can boost my numbers, get my subscriber count to 100k in one live stream. No, I'm not worried about that. No, but I mean, not so much now, but I lived in an area where there was loads of famous people because all the TV studios weren't a million miles away from me. So I used to see a lot of the TV stars. So, brilliant. Yeah. Oh, you'd get shitloads on your channel if you had Jason Statham on there. Not the Jason Statham. Well, funny enough, I had a friend whose name was Paul Weller. So, and yes, I have Hostel. Yes, definitely. Yeah. No worries, Vicky. I'll get back to you with the details. That's brilliant. No worries. Yeah, it has. I did train spotting, steam train, fans, I think various. Hi, aimlessly wandering soul. Yeah, I was in the army with a guy called Chris Rea too. Oh, I was in the army and I was with somebody called Diarrhea. So, hi Kenneth. This is what you, Sapper, me, and Mark all have in common. So, we have a language of our own. That's for sure. Get something wrong and a sock with a bar of soap in. The sock treatment. Oh, nasty. Nasty. That doesn't sound very nice at all. Oof. Yes. Diverticulitis. Nasty. Medical Corps, RAMC. That's where I learnt my craft. So, not a silly question at all. As you know, we go in and we start off as infantry, basically. Go through all the basic training. I figured, where could I get my training done for free and get paid for it? So, and I managed to find myself over in Colchester. I'm not going to say what for, but good old Colchester. So I'm making sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. And to you, Wandering Soul. I'm not going to say aimlessly because that's too long. I'll just call you Wandering Soul. It's easier. Yeah, well, I always said it was ironic. Learned to kill first before I learned to actually heal, you know. That was the irony of it. So, but, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. It's not something that I sort of talk about a great deal, only to sort of colleagues, because all right, Annie, of course I can, yeah. There's a lot of veterans that use it in the wrong way, I would say, and I'm not saying no more than that. I don't think there's any need to advertise the fact. I did what I did for my reasons, you know. And seeing the state of the UK now, I question why. I've turned around and said, under this government, Keir Starmer's done in a few months what the Germans failed to do in 2 world wars. So, yes, yeah, exactly, Sapper. And that's why I don't make a big deal of it. You know, it was years ago, way back in my past. It's not relevant, only to those that have served and all the rest of it, that we know who you are, you know. So, other than that, it's not relevant. It's not relevant to who I am today, you know. So, well, I've now got to leave a comment on your video. Sit done. Sorted. They've made it very confusing on StreamYard now, because they've added it to media assets and style. So another box to look at and have to try and find stuff. Let's have this one.
we do it. This is how we do it. La 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 la. La 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 la. This is how we do it. La la la. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't for night. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the crack, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
And let's add Marines 911 to the stage. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And the link is in the chat, Sapper, if you want to come up. Hi, Siegfried. Good to see you, buddy. How are we doing, Marines?
I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Yeah, I did my live last night. Went out early this morning to Aldi's to beat the grannies before they all jumped in. And here we have Mr. Sapper to the stage as well. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Let me just turn my. There you go. I can hear you now. I had to mute my YouTube, otherwise it's just echo, echo, echo.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be able to hear me. Jesus, I don't even like hearing me. I haven't got my camera on. I haven't got it connected at the moment.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm being a scruff bag.
That's right.
But
it's nice to do a live with you. It really is.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to your quiz on Sundays. I say I will put it on my community tab and make sure. And take note, everybody, if you want to have a bit of a laugh. Music
come on.
quiz.
Have a laugh. I mean, what I do is I do 3 rounds. The first round is where I've got songs. Well, I've got the original lyrics.
Yeah.
And I give it a completely new melody. So you'll have, let's say, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, and I'll put it to a rap or I'll put it to a bit of bluegrass. And you have to guess the song through the lyrics. But the melody just completely blows your mind.
Well, yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's like I've always said. I mean, like a lot of my videos, I use copyrighted music because I won't sacrifice a good video for the sake of the music.
Oh God, no! I love destroying. If it's a Barry Manilow song, I fucking put it to heavy rock or some death metal or something like that. I hate him.
You know, I mean, the music makes the video. I mean, you look at any movie, take like Halloween, it's the music in the background that makes the film what it is. Take that music away and the film wouldn't be the same. It's the suspense. The same with Jaws.
I'm going to share with you. In fact, we'll swap emails or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no worries.
I want to share with you a lady who's really, really lovely. She's a music lawyer over in Nevada in America, and she's really, really clever, very, very clever. And she's been telling me about copyright music and things like this. So I did a copy of Elvis Presley's "Devil in Disguise," and it sounds freaking awesome.
Yeah,
seriously, it's better for me. I think it's better than the original. And she said, "Listen, you can do it as long as you have to put there, acknowledge whose song it is. But under fair use in America, you're allowed to do it."
The thing is with YouTube, they're very quick to jump on you because they want to look for any excuse not to pay you, basically. I mean, I actually created an AI song. It was my song.
Yeah.
Put it on one of my videos, put it up, and they said copyright claim, blah, 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 cannot be monetized. And they said the money was going to the creator. So I emailed and said, I am the bloody creator.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I created it. Do you want to see where, and I thought, but they will look for any reason not to pay you. I mean, like they said on shorts, the shorts policy, you can play copyrighted music on a minute long short.
No, it's
So
crazy.
how does that work?
Yeah.
And effectively, as far as I'm concerned, if you credit the artist, you're actually advertising their music. I mean, you could be using someone's song.
But some of the artists are assholes because what they'll do is say, yeah, you can use it, but if it gets monetized, that money comes to me.
I mean, where I've used monetized music on my videos because it fits the video, when I see that they've earned 14 pence, I think that's worth every penny of 14p for me to use that on my video. You're welcome. You're welcome to the 14 pence.
Yeah, I hope you fucking choke on it.
Poker, I'm going to play you the new video. Since you've done that. Thank you very much, Poker Brother, for the memberships. Here we go. I know Poker likes the military one, but he also likes the girlies, so I thought I'd play that one for him.
Well, for those in the chat, I worked in special effects for a while, and there's a guy I know he's worked on many big movies. He worked on Saving Private Ryan. He worked on all the big war movies, and he sent me an app, and it's called, I don't know what it is. If you've got iPhone, I don't know if you can get it, but it's actually called. Hang on, I need to put my readers on. Where's my readers?
I know I'm the same. I can read a car number plate 50 miles away, but to look at my phone, I need glasses.
Oh God, it's terrible now. It's getting old, mate. It's getting old.
I never signed up for any of this, you know.
It's called something Guru, FX Guru, I think it's called.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we used that, and it was anyway. What happened? There was a dragon, right? I don't know if I can find it on here and share it with you. A few years ago, I live in a compound of 4 villas, and my neighbour has got a housemaid from the Philippines. Lovely girl, but thick as mince. Anyway, this here it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see it?
Yep.
So you got the dragon that comes down.
Yep.
So I took that and I took a picture that made the video outside my house. And it was, I think it was probably about 3 days, well, around about now, really, 3 days before Christmas. And they'd gone out, the family had gone out and left the maid upstairs, or the housekeeper upstairs. And I sent it to Teresa. I said, Teresa, do you see the dragon that was outside? And she said, no. I said, yeah, a dragon came down earlier and it left on the floor. She said, no. And I showed her the picture, the video. She went, what? She said, oh my God. So she ran upstairs screaming, right? Anyway, I then rang my neighbour because they were at the rugby club, and I said, "Look, if Teresa calls you, right, this is what it's about." So I explained. We all had a laugh. Anyway, she came back and she ran downstairs and she said, "I've just spoken to Madam, and she said that I've got to keep the dog in just in case."
Oh my God. I mean, I've messed around with some of those kind of things, just using like the green screen videos and all that, and then placing them on, you know.
But the thing is, nowadays it looks bloody real. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, I did part of one where I mean it was a bit too close to the plane, but it was one of my holiday flights coming back, and I did a UFO appearing in it and all that. And then alongside one of the steam trains, you know.
Yeah.
But but back to what we were on about, sort of about music, you know.
Yes.
Finding decent copyright-free music online is, you know, unless you're going to pay.
But this is where I'm making money, because I don't know if you've heard of Steph the Alter Nerd.
No.
Okay, Steph does a lot of stuff with Harry and Meghan, and she wanted to. She was on about getting a decent backing for her channel, so I wrote it, put it together, sent it to her, and that was it. And she threw me £100. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Now I also did a song for a lady whose son was in Afghanistan. He was a search. He looked after the search dogs.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, him and his dog got killed in anti-personnel mine, and that was in 2012. So when I first started doing this, she sent me a message. She says, "Can you do something for my son?" So I said, "Just send me all the details, and I'll put something together." And you know what? I put it together, and when I did it, it even brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah,
because I knew the background to it.
Yeah,
and it sounded
I've
like
similar.
Celine Dion. Yeah,
I've had similar, because within, I will refer to it as my community, my family. On here, we have Poker Rossi, who's also ex-military. Mark Ventures, you know. Timo Optimob, he's also ex-military. Eric, Shadow Ops, you know. Eric and I often talk about Iraq and the true meaning of sandwiches.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? It makes me laugh. I mean, I don't know if you've heard of Trevor Colt.
Yes.
Trevor's a good mate of mine. I've known Trevor for about 2 years, and his books are absolutely brilliant. But he's going through a lot of problems at the moment because there's a lot of trolls trolling him.
Yeah.
And some fucking nuts, and sadly, a lot of them are veterans.
Yeah.
It's not good, is it?
It's not, you know. I mean, Eric and I sort of joke about sand in your butt crack, sand in your ears, sand up your nose, sand in your bloody food. It was everywhere. And
you got a bit of camera cream behind your ears. Don't go and wash it, you dirty fuck. Yeah.
And all the blisters on your feet and all that from the sand rubbing on with the boots and all that. You know, it's like Jesus.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to blow your mind now. As a medic, I can tell you now. When I was in the army, I never suffered once with blisters. I'm probably one of the very few.
Yes, I had more than my fair share. I wasn't hardened enough for that. Dear.
I can remember when I did the All Arms Commando course, and people would tape in their feet up with black masking tape, and just stop them getting blisters. And I just had boots that fitted like trainers.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with my feet.
Well, it was only the sand that created the blisters. Any other time, I had no problems at all. I mean, Mark and I talked about, sort of yomping across the Brecon Beacons and all the rest of it. And your survival there, being dumped in the middle of the Brecon Beacons and finding your way out.
Trust me, I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
Oh, God, no. Well, that's why partly I don't really talk about it, because it's a part of my life that's way back in the past now.
It's better off staying there too.
Well, absolutely. Eric and I have the odd thing. We have a laugh about the odd thing. The same with Mark and I. We'll say the odd thing and it'll create a little laugh. But I don't want people thanking me for my service. I chose to do it.
I'm the same. Yeah,
I chose to do it. I didn't do it out of being a hero or bravery. I did it because I wanted the money and I wanted to learn a trade.
Absolutely right.
So,
absolutely right.
But a lot of people revel in the thank you for your service and all the rest of it,
You know what? If I had my time again, I wouldn't join.
Oh, neither would I.
I mean, I'm looking back in my life and I'm thinking, I've always wanted to be a marine biologist. I never I joined
That's
the
where-
army to get to leave home.
That's why I became a fully qualified paddy diving instructor. I was
There you go,
snorkeling
then.
and scuba diving since I was
Yeah.
14. Jack Cousteau was my hero.
Absolutely. I'm an Owsley myself.
I used to watch every single program he ever did, and that's why I took up scuba diving. And I've
Yeah,
dived,
it's
Egypt. I've done it all over the Red Sea. I've dived the Thistlegorm, seen all the
go
trucks on
go
the.
to the Philippines. Philippines is amazing.
Oh yeah, so I've been told. It's like, funny enough, my heart attack was a great surprise. It was, it felt like heartburn. It was on a scale of 1 to 10 of 1.
Yeah.
Then my arms started to feel really heavy, like lead, and then they started to ache, both of them.
Yeah.
Then my bottom jaw and all my teeth started aching, and I thought, what the fuck's going on?
There
Looked
you
in the
go.
mirror, and I was grey. Well, I phoned for an ambulance, and of course the crew knew me.
Yeah.
And the paramedic said, Robin, you are having a major cardiac incident.
Yeah.
So they got the 12-lead ECG on me. Then they put the defib pads on me, pumped me full of drugs, gave me the GTN spray.
Yeah.
From my home to the hospital and surgery, the whole process was an hour. 20-minute ambulance drive to the cardiac unit. In the thing, stent fitted on the ward within an hour.
Fuck me, you had a good day.
Absolutely amazing. The after effects of that is I feel fine in myself. I get a little bit tired, and I put a lot of that down to the medication because I'm on so many meds at the moment. As a result, my heart, I've got AFib at the moment. It's racing away. It thinks it's running a marathon. And so
What's
give me
your
drugs.
pressure like?
Sorry?
What's your blood pressure like?
Blood pressure is pretty good. I mean, I've never suffered from high blood pressure, but they put me on meds to bring it down so that the heart wasn't having to work so hard. Pumping the blood, so they thinned it, and they actually gave me pills to lower my thing. But my blood pressure's always been okay. But what they're saying is if the heart doesn't get down to a normal, steady rhythm, they'll shock it and stop it, and then restart it, and hopefully that should. People say, "Oh, aren't you frightened?" I go, "Jesus Christ, the amount of hearts I've stopped with a defibrillator over the years." Because people always imagine it starts the heart, and no, it doesn't. It actually stops it. And then if the heart's healthy, it will restart.
Correct. Yeah.
And if not, you have to use drugs to encourage it to restart. It's like a reset, basically.
Yeah. Do you smoke?
I do, for my sins.
Okay.
Which is something I'm working on giving up because, one, there's the cost implication.
Yeah, I mean, I gave up 8 years ago, and
I
don't miss it anymore.
No, I was 4 days in hospital where I couldn't smoke. And the minute I got out of the hospital, the first thing I did was light up a cigarette after 4 days of not smoking. I thought,
you know what? That's not the body; that's your brain.
Yeah, exactly. I thought, what the hell am I doing? Because I haven't craved a cigarette for 4 days. Yeah. The minute I walked out the door, it's the first thing I did.
Habit.
So I've got to just discipline myself and say, stop, because obviously it's not the way forward.
Yeah.
But otherwise, all's good, but we do what we do.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, I've put loads of weight on since I gave up smoking. That's when I started putting weight on.
Well, you do because you snack, don't you? As a sort of a substitute.
I had a bit of a car accident in 2003. Quite horrific, actually. I shouldn't actually be here, but I walked away from it. If you'd seen the carnage that was left behind me,
I can imagine. I've seen a few in my time.
Yeah. So I was in a Land Rover Discovery, which kind of saved me. And all I did was slip my disc in my back.
Wow.
And that was it.
You were lucky.
I was lucky. So when I came over here to Dubai, I was at an event where people were looking over the shoulders. It was a presentation thing. Anyway, this guy from Lebanese guy, who nice guy, he's a short ass and he couldn't see what was going on, so he jumped on my back to look over the crowd. But the bastard didn't warn me, and I wasn't ready, and I just collapsed in a heap on the floor, and he compressed my spine.
Right.
He pushed me right in, so I had to go through weeks of physio to get me back and stretched, and I went through an osteopath as well that kind of cracked my back and started manipulating back into places. And then I gave up smoking. But what happened, because I hadn't exercised for such a long time, my body kind of went into let's get fat. And I've been fighting it off ever since.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for stopping by, and take care. I'm actually going to be sociable. I've made myself semi-decent.
Whoops, he kicked himself out.
I did. No, I'm back again. It's because I can't see the bloody. My phone is my camera. I couldn't see what I was clicking on.
Right, got you. There you go. There he is.
Yeah, I use my phone as a webcam because it's way better than any webcam.
Yeah. So StreamYard as well. StreamYard's great.
Yeah, I mean, I did object to when they whacked it up to like $44. It was like, you are having a laugh.
I don't need to pay for it. I'm happy with the way it is at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm on the free one, but at one point they took away the free one. It wasn't available.
Oh really?
No, it was. It actually wasn't there. You had no choice but to do the $44.
Yeah,
and I think
I'm looking. I mean, I like the setup of StreamYard.
I tried Restream and I couldn't get on with it. I didn't like it at all.
It has a lot of backfeed. There's a lot of problems with connectivity.
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of negative facts. OBS is very complicated.
I've gone.
And Streamlabs is just expensive and overrated, to be honest with you. But I like StreamYard. I like the setup they've got here. It works.
Yeah, well, I find it fine. It's now trying to sell. That's it. It was trying to sell me the thing. I don't know why the bracket's on the piss. Oh, I'll have to modify that. I'll do. I'm on the piss.
Right. Yeah.
Oh dear. But so here we are. Christmas fast approaching, and everyone around me. Hi, Rob.
I'm looking.
Yeah, most here aren't under the current leadership. Most people here are feeling pretty poor and pissed off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a good place, and I don't mean to gloat. I'm in my shorts, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's quite often why I'm not live, because I sod the thing with the heating. If I'm cold, the heating goes on, and I'll sit around in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But
over here, there's no heating. I mean, it's 21 degrees outside.
Yeah.
But I've got a house in the Philippines, so once I've finished here, I'm going to the Philippines.
Hi, Sabine.
I'll live on my. Hey, Sabine, how are you?
They were on my panel last night. Yeah, Optimal. Yeah, they were on my panel last night because they're no longer. YouTube took their channel down. Basically.
Do you know what? I lost my Facebook page. You know why? Because I made a song about Harry and Meghan, and it was a parody. And then next thing, my Facebook account was removed because they've got friends or contacts in Facebook who will check, and if there's any channels that do anything against them, they knock them down. They block them.
Yes, well, we've got people being arrested here when they're saying some things against the government.
Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it?
Well, disgusting. And you can just about see the bottom of it on the wall here, the Union Jack. If you fly that here, you can be arrested. It's considered to be offensive.
No, I've got one here.
Yeah. It's considered to be racist. So, certain religious factions that are running the UK don't like it.
This is what pisses me off. This country, I live in the UAE, and the UAE is such a clean place. It's well looked after. The people are lovely. It's a different Islam. It's a different Islam.
Oh, yeah, totally different. Yeah.
These people think, well, hang on a minute. Do you know all the houses around me fly the UAE flag? Yeah. I'm disgusted that we're being told that we can't fly our own UK flag.
Exactly. And that's why, if I had my time again, there's no way I'd sign up and serve. No way.
Well, I would have pissed off to the Philippines a long time ago.
Exactly. Like I say, he's done to this country what the Germans couldn't do during 2 world wars.
Correct. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't had a long distance lead injection. I really am.
Well, yeah. I can see that things are going to get, I mean, there's been civil unrest already,
It's going to get
but
worse. It
it's
really
going to
is.
get a lot worse, when we've got people coming into the country illegally that basically have come here to murder us. They're not, it's an army.
It's an army.
However you look at it, it's an army. These are young men of fighting age, haven't got their wives, they haven't got their wives and kids with them. I mean, if we were under threat here, the first thing you'd do is you'd take your wife and your kids with you. You wouldn't bugger off and leave them behind.
Correct.
And they all come here and then they want to change everything. Well, you come here because you get free money, you get this, you get that. So why do you want to change it? Why do you want to change the very system that you've actually come over here to actually enjoy the benefits of?
Yeah, it's wrong.
It makes no sense.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you now. On the 20th of September, I was doing a live stream here. It was a Saturday night, and I was right at the end of my live stream, and I get a buzz, and the phone went up, my phone, and it's a message from my dad, and he says, "I need to talk to you. Are you awake?" So I thought, "Oh shit, what's going on?" So I finished the live stream. I called him, and he said, "Your nephew's been killed. My sister's son. He's 28 years old. He was. This is in America, by the way, not in the UK.
Yeah.
He was serving in the U.S. Air Force. He was on the way back from his base to go home, and he was T-boned on a crossroads. A car smashed into him.
Right.
Didn't stop. Pushed him into a electricity pylon, which came crashing down.
Yeah.
He then rings his father to say, "I've been involved in an accident, a crash." And he said, "I'll take some photographs. I'll send it to you. I'm okay."
Yeah.
So what happened then is the electrical pylons came down on him and electrocuted him, killed him.
Oh, Jesus.
The person who hit him was a Nigerian Muslim immigrant who was without documents, drunk, and driving without a driving license. So this is how stupid it is. He then goes to jail. No, sorry, he then goes to the police station, and then he gets given bail.
Yeah.
The sergeant that's involved in the case spoke to my sister and said, "We can't find him. He's gone."
Oh, I'm just laughing at Rob's comment. Very good, Rob. You're on the ball. Marines and Army Mum has suffered a similar thing with her son. He was T-boned by a drunk driver, and he's still in hospital now.
Yeah.
Grumpy, I'm sorry for your loss and for your family's loss, sir.
Thank you.
Hiya, Stuart. Yeah, it happens all too often. I mean, I've been to so many nasty incidents because I was on the air ambulance. Of course, you get flown out to. People think the air ambulance is for evac. No, it's not. You're flying the medical team to the incident.
Yes,
you're taking the hospital to the patient. You only use the helicopter if it's a severe head injury or spinal normally, where a land ambulance wouldn't be practical, But the consequence. I mean, I barely drink. I mean, I'll have a glass of wine with my Christmas dinner, but other than that, I don't drink. Because one, I was on call a lot of the time. The phone could go, and I could get called out of bed at 2 a.m. So I didn't dare drink, and it just didn't bother me. I'm quite happy with a soft drink at the end of the day, but I have seen the consequences of that and using mobile phones whilst driving.
Oh, saying that, but you know what? I don't know if you can remember this advert. It was made in 2000 and let me get this right, 2004, and it was made by Dyfed-Powys Police and South Wales Police, and it was 3 girls in a car. It was a Kia, not a Kia.
Yes, I know the advert you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I was in that. When the helicopter comes down in that advert, you can see the back of my head, and I'm the guy with the white traffic police hat on.
Ah, right. Okay.
That's me. I'm in that advert.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do remember it well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very hard hitting. Really good.
Oh, really? They had
Yeah.
the silicon baby in there, and it looked real.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
little girl says, "Why is mummy not talking?"
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, it was really, really hard hitting.
I showed the one where the lorry driver killed all those people on the motorway. I can't remember what motorway it was off the top of my head, but he was on his phone and he ploughed
right.
into the back and he killed.
He was on the M2.
That's it.
Kent.
Yeah. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. You know, and people don't realise. I mean, I have a mobile phone. It's connected to my car, and even hands-free, I've actually missed my junction on the motorway while I've been talking to somebody.
Yep.
You know, I'm concentrating on the road, but whilst I'm talking, I've now got to drive 15 miles to the next exit to come back to where I wanted to get off. You know,
because we're too busy concentrating on the conversation that's going on. Right, proven. I mean, I was a traffic police officer. Okay, I'll hold my hands up.
I guess
we're not all bastards.
Do you know what? Every encounter I've had with the traffic police has been excellent. Because your job is road safety, and everyone that I've encountered, I've worked alongside many incidents, and they would rather give advice than prosecute. If it means you go away from
this is why people hate us or hated us, because they don't like us judging their driving.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I remember, I'm talking about a long while back, when I used to ride a motorbike. I had a YZF 1000 Thunder Ace.
Yeah.
And at the time in Essex, and I'm thundering past North Weald Aerodrome, lovely straight piece of road. They were sat in a side road, and I must have gone past them doing well over 100 miles an hour, which is, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, they pulled out after me. They caught up with me after about 2 miles. And I pulled into a petrol station, and the guy, he was a biker himself, and we were chatting away, and he said, "All right," he said, "it's not a trick question." He said, "How fast were you going?" He said, "We heard you." He said, "and we just saw this flash go past." He said, "You were gone." And basically, he said to me, "Look," he said, "it's a nice day." He said, "Conditions are fine." He said, "But if somebody pulls out of a junction," he goes, "you know." And obviously I said what I did for a living. He said, "Well, you should know better." I said, "Yeah, but you know what it's like." I said, "You ride a bike yourself." He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Look," he said, "I don't want to see you again today." He said, "On your way." Now, he could have thrown the book at me for that.
You get so much more respect if you just say, "Look,
hands up."
Yeah. You know, you've got a bit of a lead right foot. Stop it.
Yeah. It's when they get lippy and start, you know, you've got a job to do at the end of the day. And that's to prevent road deaths at the end of the day, you know. And so, but people don't like being told what to do.
Do you know what? I can remember. Her name was Josie Newell, right? That was her name, Josie Newell. And she lived in Sevenoaks Weald. And she used to drive a beautiful old Morris Minor. Immaculate for its age.
Yeah.
And we got a call to say that this car's hitting things and clipping wing mirrors, and you know. So anyway, I took the car out with my colleague. We found out where she was, and we followed her. And then she's there hitting, and we stopped her. We pulled her over.
Yeah.
And she's an old lady who was 92 years old. Okay, and she had neck problem. Well, she had a hunchback, and she used to drive like that.
So you can't see properly because you're not.
That the same day, I said, "Look," I said to my colleague, "You drive the car, I'll drive her car, and we'll take her home." Okay, you're not going to just book her, all right?
No.
But what we did do is we spoke to her son, who agreed she now needs to stop driving.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. We dealt with it, and her insurance covered the damages to the cars that were sorted. But yeah, Josie Newell, her name was, and she was a dear old stick.
Yeah,
she really was.
I mean, prosecuting isn't always the way to go with people. If you tell somebody and they go away with a lesson learned, you've done your job.
Absolutely. It's the same with domestic violence. Domestic violence, we were always told as police officers, and you have to walk away with an arrest. Why? Why? What does it solve? All it's going to do is give somebody a criminal record. Why? Because it's a tick in the box. And it used to piss me off before I went to traffic. It used to piss me off because you were better off saying, right, have you got another place to go? If you have, go. If you come back, then you'll get next year.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they've gone. And your problem's solved.
Yeah.
Your problem's solved.
I experienced that when I was going through my divorce because my other half at the time, she was having an affair and basically she wanted rid of me. Yeah. So she went out into the conservatory and started screaming at the top of her voice and ripping her clothes and punching herself in the head. And I was nowhere near her. I was actually in the living room. And she phoned the police and said that I'd assaulted her, I'd hit her. Police turned up. They've got their old batons ready to give me a good hiding. And fortunately, my neighbours at the back came out because they saw the police arrive. They sent several cars because they're like, oh, he's a big lad, so you better go mob-handed. And she came out. She goes, he never laid a finger on her. She goes, we were up in our bedroom looking out the window, watching her in the conservatory, ripping her clothes and punching herself in the face.
Yeah.
But she was trying to get me arrested and carted off on an assault charge so that she could get me out of the house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the copper pulled me to one side and he said to me, he said, do you know what? He goes, I could understand if you had, he said, because women know how to push all the right buttons to make a man lose it, basically. They know exactly what to say, what to do to get you to go, you know. But they were excellent. And he said to me, have you got somewhere else you can go? He said, in case this, I said, yeah. He said, for tonight, he said, I'd go to your mates, he said, and let her calm down. He said, and we'll deal with it. He said, but we'll put it down as a non, you know. But yeah, tried to have me arrested for assault, and I was in a totally different room.
I can remember going out
motion and saw it. You know,
I was only a police officer for maybe about a year at the time when it happened. I was still in probation at the time, and we went out to a domestic, and my section sergeant came along as well, and he said, "So what's your?" I said, "I'm necking the woman." No, it's not. It's the guy. I said, trust me, it's the woman.
Yeah.
So anyway, because I'd spoken to the guy already, who seemed quite compos mentis, you know. And then when I went to nick her, oh, did it kick off? He went, good call.
Yeah. Well, I had to behave myself. My dad was a policeman. He was military police, and then he came out and joined the police. He was in Kent.
Yeah.
And he'd been in for many years, and he said he was like with a probationer, and they got called to a pub brawl in Folkestone.
Yeah.
And his colleague went to leap out the car to break the fight up, and my dad grabbed him and said, "You stay put." He said, "Wait." He said, "At the moment," he said, "we're the common enemy." He said, "If we go in there," he goes, "they'll turn on us."
Correct.
And my dad literally waited till the two guys were so exhausted from punching the crap out of each other. Then he went in and.
Absolutely, let them finish.
Only the two of them fighting. They weren't fighting anybody else. He said, just wait till they basically knackered themselves, you know. High station, I mean, as you drive past it, it actually looks like a public toilet, police station.
Yeah.
And he was in there with a colleague, and my dad didn't care. I mean, he was coming up for retirement, and this inspector came, and he goes, the front door's unlocked. And my dad said, yeah. He said, what about terrorists? And my dad said, it's a door. It can't distinguish between terrorists and a member of the public.
Yeah, exactly. Thick as mince.
Yeah, they can pull up outside with a car right next to it with a bomb in it, but the door's unlocked. You know? He got to the stage where he really didn't care, you know. He really didn't care. I remember coming home from his one night. I was driving back, and I was on the M20, and I'll be honest, I was gunning it. I was in a 4x4 Sierra 2.8 injection V6, giving it some welly, and I got stopped by the police. And the guy kept looking at me, and he said, where are you going? So I told him, he said, where have you just come from? So I said, my dad's. And he looked at me again and said, who's your dad? So I told him, he goes, fucking hell. He goes, yeah, look at you. He said, I can see it. He goes, yeah. He said, you are the spitting image of your dad. And actually, if I showed you a photograph of my dad, I did. We were like clones. he said, right. He said, on your way, get on your bike, go. But it was just hilarious.
Yeah.
He said, who's
Well,
your
listen, it's 4:20 in the morning over here, so
No worries.
I'm going to sign off. But listen, I'm going to leave you with a joke. So a guy's driving down the road and he gets pulled over by the police. So the police pull him over, and the guy gets out, and he said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The police said, well, you don't know why we stopped you yet. He said, no. He said, I'm sorry. He said, I really am. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He said, I'm sorry. He said, your lights are not working at the front. He said, fuck the lights. He said, where's my caravan?
Yeah. It's like the similar one where he actually kicked. The light wasn't working, and he kicked it, and it came. And he goes, "Now kick your windscreen. Your road tax is out of date."
I've heard a similar one. I've heard a similar one to that. And the guy pulls over and speaks to the police officer. He says, and he's desperate to have a shit. And he says, "Where's the nearest shit house?" He said, "You just met him." He said, "Your tax is out of date." Well, listen, guys, it's been lovely to join you.
Yeah, brilliant. And I don't catch up with you before.
Is your email address on your channel?
It should be.
Okay,
but
we'll get in contact.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah. It was nice to have met you, Grumpy.
And lovely to meet you too. And I hope to do this again.
Yeah, we'll have to get Mark and Eric and all that. We'll get some poker.
Yeah, why not?
You know, we're all of the same clan at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I mean, my email is easy if you want to do it. It's grumpysappermusic@gmail.com.
Yeah, mine's a Gmail. There's mine in the private chat. But I mean, I put it there. It should be on my page, but a couple of times people said it's not. So I'll have to go and check. I think YouTube have a habit of, what annoys with YouTube is they keep updating and doing all this stuff. And every time they do, they fuck something else up.
Yeah.
Hi, Brooklyn. You know, and everything seems to be focused on mobile phones. And I'm thinking, how about people that use computers?
Yeah.
You know, stop fucking around with the mobile apps and let's get the stuff on the computer fixed. So, and I swear I don't give a monkeys at the end of the day. As long as you don't
human, mate. The people who swear are a lot of the honest people.
Well, the thing is, as long as you don't swear every 2 seconds, they don't have a problem with it. What you were just saying quick before you go about Facebook, my other half spends more time in Facebook jail than she does on it. She's always offending somebody. Because
you need to listen to my song. Have a look through my channel.
I will do. Yeah,
Facebook are wankers. It's a great song.
And she would agree with you, so I'm sure she'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Guys, thank you very much. I love you lots, and it's been a great time. Thank you. I've really enjoyed it.
No worries. You take care and see you soon. Well, Sunday. Well, there you go. Wasn't that a pleasure? See, so Grumpy, happy holidays. No, don't mention sand. Don't mention sand, Siegfried. So, yeah. Oh, Jesus. So, Poker's probably stuffing his face. I know the last thing I knew, he was driving home. And then he said he was... let me play this to you guys. I know, Siegfried. I'm just teasing you, buddy. I knew what you meant. And I'm sure Sapper knew as well. So, but yes, it's always nice to... He's not been around for a while, so it was good to see him. So it'll be a right old time if I can get Mark's Adventures on as well. Grumpy Sapper, Timo. You'll have all the nutters on together. I now have another thing to contend with when I'm trying to do stuff on StreamYard, because they've changed it now. They've given you another thing, like media assets and style. Something else to have to look at. Scrolling through trying to find stuff. Let's have this one.
There's something in the darkness, always watching you. Big and fat and hairy, and that's true. They want to steal your money, whatever they can get. Silent, sneaky creatures you won't forget. Baboons, baboons, creeping up on you. Baboons, baboons, what are we gonna do? They come in through your windows, they hide behind the trees. The moonlight's their companion, moving with such ease. You hear the leaves rustling, a shadow in the night. Your heart begins a pounding, your mind's gripped with fright. Baboons, baboons, creeping up on you. Baboons, baboons, what are you gonna do? They come in through your windows, they hide behind the trees. The moonlight's their companion, moving with such ease. You hear the leaves rustling, a shadow in the night. Your heart begins a pounding, your mind's gripped with fright. Baboons, baboons, creeping up on you. Baboons, baboons, what are you gonna do?
There we go. Wow, I didn't realise an hour's gone by already. It's having people up on the panel makes a difference.
Yes, it does. Hopefully, Rossi can make it.
Yeah, I think he's probably home by now.
Yeah.
Stuffing his face with pizza, probably. So, but yeah, I've known Sap for a while. We've never really had much of a chance to talk. I've sort of seen him like in other chats and that, and we've said hi to each other, and he's been in mine a few times. But it's always nice when you get the opportunity to actually speak to somebody. So certainly go over to his quiz on Sunday. If it's a music quiz, that should be fun. Especially if he's played around with the lyrics and the actual songs themselves. That should be quite interesting. So I shall put that on my community tab to remind people as well. So I'm just looking for StreamYard. I've moved everything around. It's making it really difficult to find stuff now. Jesus. I do wish they would stop messing around. I'm sure if you had. Yes, Siegfried, I did hear. I'm sorry to hear that. So Sabine's going to sleep better with the Bohoon song in her head. Oh dear. So is Timo snoring his head off? Is he snoring? Is he sleeping? It was good live stream last night. It was great to have Timo and Sabine up on the panel. So
Oh yes, I've missed them. I really have. I've missed them both being on YouTube.
yeah, well, that's why I said to them, when we spoke on the phone, I said, look, I'll fire up a live and you can be the guest on the panel. Let's, get you up on it so that people can chat with you and all the rest of it. We'll do it more often so that they're still getting the exposure on YouTube, because I know a lot of people do miss them. But Oh, Sabine, give Timo a slap for me. 30 million bloody videos again today. And I was asleep, and all I could hear was my phone going ping, ping, ping. It was like a bloody tram bell. 1 or 2 a day is fine. Oh, dear. I'll give him a slap. That'll be the first thing I do when I come over, actually. Oh, gifted 50 memberships. Whoa, Poker Rossi.
Wow.
So I suppose you've got to have the military one, although it's super chat one. You want your military video, I know you do. So you can have that one. As I say, I know it's not a super chat, but near as damn it. Well, I've turned all that off, so here we go.
In effect, and I don't waste time. Off the mic with a dope rhyme. Jump to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, jump. And I'm here to combine beats and lyrics to make you shake your pants, take a chance. Come on and dance, guys. Grab a girl, don't wait, make a twirl. It's your world, and I'm just a squirrel.
Hiya, Bart. You're welcome. That's from my brother Poker Rossi, and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Oh dear, I must do a new one of that, actually. Oh, yes. Yeah. Hopefully you will, Siegfried. You know, I'm surprised you haven't had one already, but the YouTube are the ones that dole them out, unfortunately. And, well, it's not unfortunate, because what it does do is it does bring new people to the channel, I guess. So, and some will stay and some won't, you know, but at least it sort of draws them in to come and have a look and see what goes on over here, which is not very much, but Biden made you broke. That's all right. We've got Keir Starmer making us broke. So, you know, it's the same the world over, Bart. Everybody's broke. Hi, Hawkeye. That's going to be another gifted membership. Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, it's not my choice, unfortunately, Siegfried. As I say, gifted memberships, you either join, you know, and you get a membership, obviously, or gifted ones, it's whoever YouTube decide to distribute them to. And I think they give them out to a lot of people. Hiya, Paint Stain. Thanks for stopping by. Poker Rossi was kind enough to do the gifted memberships. So, but I'm saying thank you for Timo's gifted membership. Oh, Timo got one. Okay. I thought he already had a membership anyway, but there you go. Also like the stream. Yeah, we have a bit of fun here. It's just sort of random, but, you know, I create silly little videos, and that's what I do. It's just sort of light-hearted chat. There's no agenda, no specific topics. But I do stupid stuff like playthings. If anyone's feeling hungry and fancies a bit of rump steak, here's a bit of rump for you. So we're not sure whether she was wearing underwear or whether it got eaten. Snoring like a Canadian lumberjack. Oh dear, I can actually picture that in my head, Sabine. I can picture Timo. Let's have Timo. Been busting your butt for the holiday. Yeah. Everyone goes mad over here. You know, I mean, it's only 2 days and then you'd think it was the world was coming to an end. Shopping trolleys piled up to the top for 2 days. Unless you've got like 100 people coming, there is not much point. But, you know, once a year, I guess.
You have a license?
Monsieur?
City Ordinance 47B prohibits the playing of any musical instrument in a public place for the purpose of commercial enterprise without a license.
I don't understand.
It is against the law for you to play your musical instrument.
The law?
What?
You say is against the law?
Yes, unless you have a proper license.
What kind of license?
A license that permits the playing of any musical instrument in a public place for the purpose of commercial enterprise.
Commercial enterprise?
Yes. You play that thing and people give you the money.
People give the monkey the money.
It is the same.
Oh, not at all, monsieur. I am a musician and the monkey is a businessman. He doesn't tell me what to play and I don't tell him what to do with his money.
Monsieur, don't try to be funny with me. He is your monkey, therefore it is your money.
He lives...
Siegfried, you'll have to tell me when you're drinking your coffee and I won't play it. If you're drinking your coffee, I won't play it. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's do this one. So there we go. Yeah, since we're all in the Christmas spirit, there you go. The old Christmas spirit. I don't think I'll run this for much longer. Yeah, I might just straight past the hour and a half. I don't have too many late nights overdoing it. Video. Oh. One second. But thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate you spending some time with me. It's always nice to. This is how the country's really being run. And on that note, I am going to call it a night, guys and girls. Like I say, thank you very much for joining me. I shall play my outro while you all say your goodbyes to each other. And like I say, thank you very much.
Lights go down and curtains fall. You all came and gave your all. Magic in the air we felt. With your love and hearts we melt. Souls connected through the night. Songs and dreams we shared in light. Every cheer and every sigh. Together we'll reach the sky. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the joy. Your love and laughter our hearts deploy. Moments spent in harmony. Sparkling eyes, a symphony. Every note a memory. Grateful for your energy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the joy. Your love and laughter our hearts deploy. Moments spent in harmony. Sparkling eyes, a symphony. Every note a memory. Grateful for your energy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the joy. Your love and laughter our hearts deploy. Hope you leave with smiles and song. In our hearts you'll stay lifelong.